another ride-along video. Haven't done one of these in a while. It's the fall of 2023, and I got some stuff to talk about, and we got some videos filmed, like this one. This is the old Westlake Mall, which is now closed for sale. So we're going to start off here. We're on Broadway and Route 30. That's the old Westlake Mall. Shame, and then I didn't even know it was closed. Anyway, I did do a drive around video on that just before I started filming this one, and it will be released soon, if not before this one. As you can see, the whole parking lot is just, it looks like they dropped bombs on it. There's not just potholes, these are real deal huge potholes, so gotta watch where I'm going here. Anyway, we're on Broadway. We're gonna pull out on Broadway, and I will be going down Broadway from Merrillville to downtown Gary. We're going north, if you want to be specific about it. And yeah, I have a few things to talk about. I would like to say that very soon I am going to be branching out and doing some other stuff that I have been watching for a while, and I've always wanted to do. I like to start doing reaction channels. Well, a reaction channel, and you know, I think it would be fun. I have covered pretty much everything that I really set out to cover in Gary and a lot of the surrounding areas. I'll never stop adding to the channel, that's for sure. Anytime I see something, you know, and it needs to be explored, I will definitely be on it or looked at the best of my abilities. So, another thing, there is a members only page. It's a great way to show your support. For just $9.99 a month, you can help me with gas money and all the little expenses that goes along with getting out and doing these explores. Plus, you know, not to mention the flat tires and the odd and end things, the unseen expenses that I run into sometimes. I do work for a living. I'm a 7 to 3:30 Monday through Friday guy, you know, so any little bit would help. I don't really like asking, but I just want to make sure that for those who want to support and have asked me about it, that is the best way to do it. For $9.99 a month, you can also have the option of the special thank yous, where you can donate a couple dollars if you would like to towards the cause. And you know, it really does help out. It not only that, it kind of shows, you know, that you're behind me and got my back on this. You know, you enjoy what I do, either from the memories or just for the fact that you grew up in the area like I did, and you have so many good memories that are attached to Gary, Indiana, and it's definitely a time machine. I know, watching my school, Lew Wallace, get torn down, and seeing so many things change with the times. I mean, you know, back in the day, we used to cruise Broadway to talk to girls and show off the cars and just get out and get some fresh air and bounce around all the different places like the bowling alley and flea marketing and what else? Game rooms, the drive-in. You know, there was so much to do back in the day. Now it just seems like the social interaction has really faded away as far as the youth. I know a lot of us older people who were raised doing these things, you know, we see it different than these kids do. I really believe that it's too much too soon. I mean, you know, once you get into a mindset when you're young of, example, instead of getting out and going for a car ride, you open up your tablet or your phone and you just sit there all day. Now, these videos, when I started doing them, the thought process was, there's a lot of people who don't live out this way, or can't get out this way, or don't drive, or just don't have the means, and this is a different way of being able to get out and, you know, just kind of look around. You ever go out for a car ride and you just sit there and don't really say something, you know, every minute of the car ride? Well, I'm trying to be like that. I'm trying to get comfortable because I am going to be doing live streams, and I have everything except for the confidence of doing live streams. I'm used to filming something and uploading, and that's that. You know, if you've never done it before, it's tricky. You got a lot of people in there, and you're trying to talk to everybody. You don't want to come off as ignoring somebody, but if you miss a comment, I feel bad about that. You know what I mean? It's just like lately, I've been going through my analytics, and I had a couple of settings set wrong, and I've just now seeing comments from people 2 years ago on a video that I'd never seen before, and I feel bad that, you know, I don't want nobody to think that I just ignored it. I seen it and I ignored it. So, you know, if I'm just now commenting back and it's been a while, I apologize. I have been really busy. A lot of things going on, you know, just life in general. And I try not to put my personal business out there on the internet and lose sight of what I'm really out here doing. And that's to try to show what things look like today and bring back good memories. And, you know, you always got the wow and I can't believe that factor. And a lot of these places that I've seen that have garbage around them, I feel it's my civic duty that I'm out here documenting things to point these things out so they get cleaned up. And I am proud to say that a lot of these places have sat for a long time until we video them, and then I go back to see how they are and they get cleaned up. That makes me, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm not saying I'm out there cleaning up, but I'm definitely pointing out these things. You know, that's where the power is today. It's social media, not the newspaper. Nobody reads the newspaper anymore. You know, online, yeah. You know, you got great people out there that keep their finger on the pulse, let's say, like Jerry Davidge. You know, he keeps up with what's going on, and he's a great columnist, and he's been doing it for a long time. And I personally know Jerry. I met him a while back and couldn't ask for a more nice guy, really nice guy. And his wife Karen also. And Joseph Pete, big shout out to him. Did a couple of newspaper articles on me. One of them was when they took the Michael Jackson monument down, nobody knew where it was. They thought they took it to California, and come to find out it's in the neighboring yard under a tarp next door, and I found it back there, hidden. And that's something that interested the region, you know. And to answer anybody's question, why they took it down, I truly believe that Janet and Randy Jackson had something to do with that, being that it was a memorial plaque for Michael because he passed away. And they felt that if any plaque should be up there like that, it should be for the whole family. Which, you know, I'm in the middle of the fence with that one. They could have put something else up for him, but it blows my mind how these people with all this money, real money, they won't throw $2,000, $3,000 to help out. I mean, all these athletes making this crazy money, they'd rather buy 20 mansions and 50 rare cars than pay child support or give back to the community, build a playground or something, or help out the homeless, or I don't know, something. But anyway, I try not to be that way. I believe it's better to give than receive, definitely. I've seen a lot of bad situations during my life, and I know how it is to be on both sides of the fence. And let me tell you, today's society, everything's so easy, but yet they're missing out. What do I mean? Like getting on social, let's say you want to go for a date. You get on social media, you go into a date site, you pick out somebody by their pictures and what they say, instead of running into that person and taking a chance going up and talking to them at the mall or the grocery store. I don't have that problem anymore. I'm married, and I don't have that problem. However, I just see it as something that it's just too easy. You know, without that social interaction, you don't know how to get through life and deal with certain situations. And I believe that's really what's going on. Instead of a fist fight, everybody's got to start pulling out guns, and it's just a disrespect level anymore. It's like a bunch of entitled brats that have grown up, and they're a bunch of entitled adults who are always the ones to put the least in too, you know. They don't want to go on the hunt, they don't want to do the cooking, they don't want to do the dishes, but they want the first biggest plate at the table. That's kind of the attitude I see anymore. So that's just my opinion. All right, off of that, let me just keep rattling on like there's somebody sitting here. 53rd. All these buildings that we used to see up and down here, a lot of them have been taken down. The old American Legion and the Red Dragon Strip Club used to sit right here, right there in that property that's all cleared out now. That was a wild one. I think that was the last place ever with peep booths in it. We put change in there and the curtain lifts and you can watch the girl in there do her thing. Yeah, they don't do it like that anymore. I don't think places are like that anymore. As you can see, you know, there's still a lot of businesses that are making it, and sometimes I think that people misconstrue the message when there's the old Lincolns. When I talk about, you know, how the decay and everything and all that, here comes Glen Park's first Burger King right there. Did a couple videos on that one, that old building. There's still a lot of businesses, as you can see. This part is kind of getting a little shuttery, you know, but there are still different businesses that survive out here. I think that it's like the beginning of the video, like the big malls, they're the ones that are really having a hard time. 45th Avenue, having a hard time keeping the doors open, you know. These kids, they want everything, they don't want to work hard, and a lot of this generation's grown up to be a bunch of brats. Sorry, it really is. See that old sign right there? That's an old Flamingo sign. Flamingos Pizza used to sit there. And did a video on this side of the street over here where all these houses were tore up and shuttered. As you can see, not much has changed. And we're coming up to, you know something that's funny? We're coming up to a place that so many people mention it. They say, is that by, this is 43rd, by the way. Nice beauty, old funeral home. 41st Liquors. Everybody knows where 41st Liquors is. That place has been there since I can remember. My mom and dad separated, and my mom moved over here with us. This used to be the old Doodash fruit market. You see these houses right here. And we actually lived back there. That was our first place in Gary we lived at. There's old 41st Liquors. There's a gas station that's been sitting there. This Marathon's been sitting here forever. And look how scary that looks. That ain't nothing. Y'all see that at night. These buildings here not that long ago were just now, they had something going there for a while. The old library, Glen Park Library. There's one of the, that's the one of the old school buildings out the kindergarten there. White's Music. Roy Boy's old place was right here. There's the old Harvey's. Look how sad that part of Broadway looks right there. And this side. Used to be apartment buildings that used to sit right there. And there was also a big apartment building that sit right here. And Glen Park Bakery was right there in that building. Yeah, right there used to be a big apartment. My buddy Michael Weber used to live there. I spent the night over his house a couple times and we were adventuring the big old building. I remember going in the basement and finding an old jukebox that we would sit down and play the music. It was really cool. I grew up right down the street here, 35th in Connecticut. Lived on 35th in Delaware and 35th in Pennsylvania. The old WLTH building, the old cleaners, the laundromat, the old car lot. Checkers and temporary clothes. That DQ's been there forever. Same building. There's 35th. Used to be a block of houses right here until they tore them all down. The main roof of the university. Indiana University over there. This is all the new part of the building across the street. And we're on 34th Avenue now. Getting ready to cross over to 25th. Yeah, Gary has a lot of things to see. And if you're not from here and you look around, I know it's kind of scrambly. You get mixed signals, you know, some places are nice, some are abandoned, some are littered, some are really clean. You know, hopefully Gary's gonna make this comeback, and I believe that it's gonna be in the trucking industry. Things will never be the way they used to be. I mean, of course, nothing ever is, no matter what town it is. You know, when these places, it's like going to Blockbuster and renting VHS tapes. You're not gonna survive, you know, because nobody does that anymore. And I believe that, you know, it's all about cell phones. And even now with people with food, I mean, the DoorDashes and Grubhubs and all that stuff. I wish they'd had that around when I was young. Shoot. I had to be a little gremlin. And I tell you what, man, that little thing, it was great on gas. I could have made a fortune doing that. But today's times, definitely taking a chance when you go out there delivering food to people's houses you don't know. But hey, it's a lot easier getting out cutting grass and shoveling snow. Alright, we're coming down to 25th, just getting off 8094. We're going north down Broadway. And like I said, I am going to start doing some live streams. I have a lot of ideas. And I want to start having some trivia, contests, content, a little backstory on things. You know, I just want to make it something different. Like no other live stream has ever been. I'm not saying better, I'm saying just different. And if I get 20 people to come hang out, that'd be great. If it's 200, that'd be great too. But if you don't understand how the things work with YouTube, which a lot of people don't unless you are a content creator, when you start seeing those subscribers, I see subscribers, maybe if I get 10, 20 subscribers in a day, I'm happy. I enjoy the fact that, you know, the subscribers, when they come, they're solid. They don't like, you know, you get 10 of them and 5 go away 3 days later, or you get 2 and then you lose 3. And it used to be like that once upon a time. And now I've noticed, pick up 10, 15, 20, and people start going over the old videos and leaving comments on them because they just found the channel. I try to keep that in mind, you know. And I have March 13th, I believe it was, that channel started, and it's been 6 years, a little over 6 years, I believe, going on 7 years, and I only have 11,000 subscribers, but that's okay, because those 11,000 subscribers, they really interact. You leave comments, and you leave the thumbs, and it really shows, and I enjoy that. I would love to get the channel to where I can go in there and on a live stream we can sit down and you can ask me anything and we can talk about anything and have a little fun, you know. I believe what I want to do is not only have the live stream, but part of the live stream will be a little trivia contest and things like that. However, it does take a lot to do that, but I am going to give it a shot. I'm going to jump both feet in. That's what I do when I do things. And hopefully you'll be there. I mean, I know everybody can't be there when it's live or whatever it is, but if you can catch up to it when you got a little extra time and just leave that comment, it means a lot. It really does. Alright. Here's the old, if you've been watching the channel, this is the old churches down here that a car ran right through the side of that building. Shot out of that parking lot right there and went through the side. It is now open again. Yeah. Yeah, a car went from the pump and went straight through that, the fence that was up there, and right through the side of the building. It was closed for quite a while, say about a year. It seemed like it was maybe a year. Could have been longer. But yeah, that was it right there, and they are reopened. Just so you know, extra, read all about it. Churches is reopened. Alright. In case you didn't see the Popeyes video, there's a Popeyes over here across from the Old Post Tribune. Over here on 12th. And at Popeyes right there, I did a walkthrough video. You got checked out. And we also explored the Old Post Tribune right here. There's the Old Post Tribune. There's the shuttered and closed Popeyes. Also did a video on the car wash back there. If you want to see any of these videos, an easy way to do it is just put whatever you want to see and then put the channel name. You go on the internet and say, abandoned car wash, Steel City Storm. That's all you got, and it should pop right on up. There's the old Montgomery Wards and all that. A little trivia, Katherine Jackson, Michael Jackson's mother, actually worked part-time here. And before they made it, here's the Palace Theater. Across the street, I've had people ask me, across the street, see right there? In that alley, right there, is where they had the big shootout scene for the original gangsters. I've had a lot of people ask me where that was, and I thought I explained it, but obviously not. Here's where they tore down a bunch of old buildings. I remember going documenting all those. We've been in all those ones. There's the old city church, and we are coming down to Fifth Avenue. I hope you've enjoyed this ride along as much as I have had having you along, and I apologize about the dialogue. Sometimes I just rattle on, and I'm just trying for that vibe, you know what I mean? Yo, Genesis Center. Yo, Federal Building. City Hall's right over here. I'm going to go down to the new project they got going on at the old train station, the Union train station, and that's going to be the end of the video. Wow, it's been 26 minutes almost, and I ain't shut up yet. Don't worry, I will here in a minute. Once again, I would like to reiterate, if you could join for $9.99 a month, that would be awesome. I would love to have you there, show you support. It's a great way to help out. If not, at least subscribe to the channel, please. It really means a lot. Don't make me beg you to subscribe. Whether you know it or not, when you leave comments, it does show next to your name if you're subscribed. And I have noticed a lot of people that I thought were subscribed to the channel are not subscribed. So if you could do that for me, that'd be really cool. I promise. I won't disappoint you. All right, we're going past City Hall and go to the train station, and that's going to be the end of the video. There's City Hall at work. A lot of things going on in Gary. Make sure you hit that bell for the notifications if you're interested in the new stuff. I try to keep things going, whether it's a wristband drop, whether it's a short video, or whether it's a deep explorer car ride, whatever. I love Gary, Indiana. Love the people of Gary, Indiana. And I want to thank each and one of you out there. I appreciate your time. I'm Storm. I'm out of here. Here's the Union Station. See you next round. I hope you enjoyed this ride around. It was a blast having you here with me. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, you can go now. Bye.